Hey guys, you should know who I am by now, and don't you worry, this is a Wok Wednesday. It may look slightly different because we're in our brand spanking new kitchen just for filming from our lovely friends at Neff. This week we're doing a Thai street food favourite, Pad See Ew, stir-fried noodles. First up, I've got a couple of things already set up on my wok clock. I'm going to finely chop some garlic to go with that. So stir-fry noodle dish is really simple. It's all about the preparation, setting up those noodles, not sort of boiling the noodles, just soaking them. I'll talk you guys through that in a second. But this sort of dish is definitely it's almost like a Chinese hor fun. The Chinese have been all over Southeast Asia for generations and generations, and there's a lot of influence from the Chinese to the Thai and the Thai to the Chinese. So this is going to go on my wok clock pretty much just after the eggs. So garlic ready to go. I'm going to beat a couple of eggs. The rest has been set up already, so I've got some actually tender stem broccoli here, but if we had gailan or anything, Chinese broccoli, that's absolutely fine too. Any sort of vegetables you like can go into this type of dish. So my egg ready to go. So I've got my egg, garlic, any sort of vegetables. Chicken thigh here. Thigh is much tastier. It's got a little bit of sort of fat or marbling in there. And then I'm going to make up a quick sauce. So I've got a couple of tablespoons of oyster sauce. And I want this quite sort of dark so it can colour the noodles quite quickly. So 2 spoons of dark soy sauce. And a tablespoon of light soy sauce. The light soy sauce will give it the saltiness. And then we've got some sugar. So 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar. That will help caramelize the dark soy sauce around the noodles very quickly. Some sesame oil, just a drizzle. And then this might seem a bit weird, but a teaspoon of rice vinegar will balance out that sugar. You shouldn't really taste the vinegar, it's just for balance. So my sauce, you can drizzle in as much or as little as you want whilst you're cooking. And because of all that dark soy sauce, I'm just going to put a couple of spoons of water in, thin it out, and allow that a little bit more time to sort of bubble away in the wok with the noodles. So that sauce is ready, and I'm just going to pop it there for later. My wok's heating up nicely. Now the noodles, they've been soaked in hot water for about 8 to 10 minutes. I've actually just run a little drizzle of sesame oil over them and then dried them on a clean tea towel. And this drying process keeps them nice and separate. You can see when I run my fingers through that hor fun, which is quite a thick sort of rice noodle, that they're not all sort of sticking together. So that soaking and drying process makes all the difference when you're stir frying your noodles. The last thing I'm going to do is just marinate the chicken with a pinch of salt and sugar and some sesame oil. And that will add a depth of flavour to the actual chicken pieces. Give that a good massage through. That's ready. So I could sort of throw everything all into the wok, but there's a fair amount of ingredients here. So I'm going to sear the chicken first, put it back into the bowl, and bring it back in to finish off cooking. I don't mind that it's raw chicken and being cooked sort of once and then back in again, because so long as it's at a high heat and I sear it through nicely, then it's okay. High heat for your chicken. And just sear that nicely before you start turning it. Fold that through. I've probably got excessive amounts of chicken here. This is 3 thighs, so I might only use sort of half the amount of chicken for 1 plate of noodles. You can see I'm really creating some smoke here, so I'm just going to put this fancy extractor on. Check that out, that's cool. Now if you do sort of cook your chicken first like I'm doing here, then it's always a good idea to clean your wok in between before you then restart the cooking of the noodles. That chicken's pretty much cooked through. So one quick rinse in the sink and then back down to cook the rest. So actually I'm sort of setting up the whole stir fry, so it's really simple. So I'm going to blanch my veg first as well, and then sort of just bring that back into the stir fried noodles later on. Literally 30 seconds to a minute is all you need, because I've finally sliced that broccoli. Nice and quick. So my veg are blanched, my chicken's cooked. Next up, the egg, garlic, bring your noodles in, and everything from there goes pretty quickly. Just stir that oil round. Make sure it's nice and hot before you pour your egg in. Egg goes in. Let that bubble up first, and then start to move it around. Just sort of push into your egg nice and carefully so it cooks but doesn't burn. And push that right to the back of your wok so it doesn't continue to cook. It's kind of half cooked there, so I'm going to put a little bit of oil ready for my garlic and my noodles and my sauce. Garlic in. Fold your egg over the top and bring that garlic into the egg. Again, just so it doesn't burn. Last drizzle of oil. And then we're going to go for a good handful of noodles, but don't overflow your wok. Lay those in carefully. Bring your egg over the top of your noodles. And then start to bring all your veg and meat back into it. And the sauce can drizzle in a second. Tummy in the head, tummy in the head, tummy in the head. And that movement is really important with this type of noodle dish. You can see how quickly the veg and meat have kind of intertwined into the noodles. I'm going to go for a little bit of sauce at a time. So 3 spoons there, let it come to a good heat. Tummy in your head, tummy in your head, tummy in your head. I'm not really even lifting this up too much. I just want it to keep sort of cooking through nicely. It's sizzling away nicely. I'm going to add a good amount more sauce. I want a bit more colour in those noodles. And then tummy in the head all the way through. Try not to break your noodles up too much. Go delicately on it, but with the right movement. The last bit of sauce coming in now. That is smoking hot, that wok. I don't want to overcook this, so that's pretty much there. Just allow that sauce to soak into the noodles for the last 20-30 seconds, and I'm going to dish that up. So, your stir-fried noodles or your pad see ew, got nice big wisps of egg in it. And good lengths of noodles from the soaking rather than boiling. Nice and simple, ready to taste. Time to test that wok hay. I love cooking egg like that on the wok. It's the fastest way to cook an omelette. Absolutely love it. Takes me back to the streets of Bangkok. If, like me, you love this type of quick street food cooking, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel and you'll see loads more recipes.